Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Jack, and I've got something in my eye that's driving me nuts, and this is the weekend roundup, so let's get into the news. The latest Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2, not the new Modern Warfare 2, launched last Friday, and for the most part, things have been going pretty okay. Well, actually, the game didn't review super high, and the developers have been trying to squash a number of crash bugs since launch, but despite all that, Modern Warfare 2 has managed to achieve the best-selling opening weekend overall in the history of the franchise, making over $800 million in its first 3 days. That's like half of an Avatar. That makes Modern Warfare 2 the fastest-selling Call of Duty game ever, and as a result has been topping charts on the Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam storefronts. It's all over the place. Players seem to be thrilled once again to have a strong entry in the series after Vanguard was poorly received, but there's one aspect to Modern Warfare 2 that's been seeing a ton of backlash online. The game's user interface, that's right, where you see all this stuff, and its menu systems are being heavily criticized. Of all things, really that's what people are worried about? This was an issue that came up for players during the beta period, but now that Modern Warfare 2 is officially out, fans have been rallying on social media, because that's where you go with your pitchforks. Twitter user Ardent Prayer tweeted out, quote, "Modern Warfare 2's UI is just really bad. I don't understand the obsession with large panels and boxes. Can we go back to these UI designs?" The tweet includes screenshots from Battlefield 3 and the original Modern Warfare, which are both over 10 years old now. Reddit user 335IJB4, you gotta come up with a more succinct name, posted to the game's subreddit an image comparing the game's menus to the video streaming service Hulu. Players and fans even started taking it upon themselves to reimagine what better menus and UI could look like. There have been other complaints online surrounding a number of other issues, but allegedly Call of Duty's developers are taking the UI complaints to heart. According to insider Ralph Valve, quote, "The issue was pressed internally for discussion, and a few flags were raised prior to the release, describing the UI as difficult and invasive to design goals." Valve added, quote, "In conversation with an associate, it was mentioned that some revision is coming to the UI of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. Warzone 2.0 is set to launch on November 16th, so players could see some UI improvements. Then, they might take that chance to patch it up." Specifically, Ralph Valve's source said, quote, "It's a work in progress. There's a lot of moving pieces. Updates have been well underway." That's not the only update coming to Modern Warfare 2 in the coming months, though. In a tweet on Wednesday, Treyarch confirmed it would be adding ranked play to the game in 2023 alongside new competitive modes, ranked skill divisions, visible skill ratings, a top 250 leaderboard, and competitive rewards. So with record-breaking sales, updates, and fixes on the way, it sounds like Modern Warfare 2 is off to a good start, and hopefully it lasts because, as it's been previously reported, there won't be a major Call of Duty title released until 2024. Where are my zombies? That's all I just want to play more zombies. Just patch that in. I just want zombies. All right, we will get to the rest of these stories in a moment, but first, this holiday season, we are giving thanks to our friends over at Manscaped. Everyone loves turkey and stuffing, but you'll be looking like dessert with the help of Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. The shavers and stuff, not the other stuff. Think of it as a cornucopia for your balls. I personally use the nose hair trimmer. It's nice to have, just charge it up, just have it, put it in a little pocket, take it out, clean it up a little bit. It's good, you don't think about that stuff and it's like, oh, it's a tool, use it every now and then, clean it up, move on. And also those underwear are really nice too. I really like those. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Plus, it's waterproof. Manscaped, the leader in below-the-waist grooming, has blessed you with the ultimate Thanksgiving dinner topic. I don't know about that one. Tell your in-laws about your new cutting-edge ball trimmer and gift yourself or the man in your life the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Just bring it up over the cranberry sauce. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code ROUNDUP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code ROUNDUP. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. That's trademarked there too, true. Go to manscaped.com and use code ROUNDUP to get 20% off plus free shipping. Halloween may be over, but that doesn't mean we don't have our eye out for the next great spooky game. Ooh. You may have heard already that Suda 51, the creator behind No More Heroes, and Sweary 65, the creator behind the Deadly Premonition games, are teaming up to make a horror game. Ooh. Hulu. Well, now we might know the name of that game, as Sweary Studio has filed for new trademarks that were spotted by VGC earlier this week. White Owl Studio registered Japanese trademark applications for Hotel Barcelona and Death Game Hotel on March 25th, 2022, both of which are active. According to VGC, on October 27th, international trademark applications for both titles were also registered and are currently pending. The trademarks cover goods and services including computer game software, virtual reality headsets, computer hardware, audio playback devices, and personal digital assistants. Back in 2019, while discussing the concept openly on an IGN Japan livestream, the two said the game would feature multiple timelines, have a 100% evil protagonist. Gotta go the full 100%. You can't go 90%. You got a 100% evil protagonist. And have a murder mystery element where people would be killed in the hotel referred to in the now trademark titles. If it all comes together, this should be a pretty solid team up. 100% evil. Sony has finally announced the launch date and price for the long-anticipated PlayStation VR 2. According to the official PlayStation blog, the new headset will launch next year on February 22nd and cost $550. That is actually more than a PlayStation 5 costs right now in the United States at MSRP. It's actually $150 more than the discless PS5. The base hardware does have exceptional specs, comes with two PSVR 2 Sense controllers and stereo headphones, but that is still a pretty steep entry price, especially considering a PS5 is required to make it all work. So that's a lot right there. Oh, there's also a charging dock for the new controllers, which costs $50 too, because why would you include that? There will be at least 16 games available for PSVR 2 at launch, including Call of the Mountain, No Man's Sky, and Resident Evil Village. Why would you want to play Resident Evil Village in VR? Not for me. 3 completely new games were also announced in the blog post, and there's a mix of older VR games being ported over as well. EA is working on at least 3 new Marvel games. Yay, Marvel games! Back in September, the publisher announced it was teaming up with Marvel to develop an all-new Iron Man game, and now a new press release has revealed that EA will start development on at least 2 more action-adventure games for the House of Ideas. According to EA, each game will be their own original story set in the Marvel Universe, assuming probably not the MCU, probably its own Marvel Universe. That's my own 2 cents. The first, of course, will be the previously mentioned Iron Man game, which is being developed by Motive, and EA says it will feature an original narrative that taps into the rich history of the character, channeling the complexity, charisma, and creative genius of Tony Stark, and enables players to feel what it's like to truly play as Iron Man. Those are the guys who are doing the Dead Space remake right now. I can't be more excited that they've got their hands on Iron Man. It's gonna be great. The other 2 projects and the studios that will be working on them are unknown at this time, but there have been some pretty heavy rumors surrounding an EA-developed Black Panther game. Ooh, that sounds cool. Between Marvel Snap that recently came out and Midnight Suns that's coming out soon, Marvel fans should be pretty pleased until the end of the year. But there's also a ton of other Marvel games in development as well. Insomniac has Spider-Man 2, and Wolverine's in the works, and Amy Hennig's studio recently announced a Captain America and Black Panther team-up adventure game. I can't stop playing Marvel Snap. That's all I have on my phone right now. So yeah, you're eating good right now if you're a Marvel fan. Prolific video game news aggregator Nibellion on Twitter has retired and left the platform. Nibel has been a constant and reliable source for up-to-the-minute video game news on Twitter for a number of years. It's very likely you heard or saw a breaking story posted to their account before it even reached most gaming publications. Well, on Halloween, the spooky night, Monday, October 31st, Nibel posted a message announcing their departure, which reads, quote, "After some introspection, I've made the decision to focus my time and energy elsewhere and move on from Twitter. This marks the end of my video games coverage and my active participation in this platform. Thanks to everyone for the fun times. Farewell, Nibel." Nibel also had a small Patreon that is also shutting down, where they wrote a little more about their reasoning for leaving the platforms and video game news behind. The final post explains, quote, "It is not me who is popular, but it is that work that is useful. It is not valuable by itself, but a comfortable time saver, and I get that now." Nibel then pointed towards Twitter's new management as an additional catalyst. They wrote, quote, "I do not trust Musk and his seemingly infinite immaturity. I do not think Twitter will fall apart instantly, but that it could die a slow death. Why waste more time?" Feelings the same, buddy. Nibel's now locked Twitter account still has over 440,000 followers. We are really bummed to see Nibel go and wish them the best on whatever's next. Last week, Charlotte and Patrick stormed through the studio and helped out a little bit with Roundup. You all absolutely lost it in the comments. Like this one from Julia Faye, who wrote, "Glad there's not one comment on the content of the video, just thousands of posts simping for the hosts." You know what? We take those. And I'm here in Texas, they're out in LA, but maybe someday we'll see them again if they can make it out here and, come by and say hi. And also, it's very comforting for me because there's a lot of games news to read, and when I don't have to do it all and I don't have to keep drinking water while doing it, that's super nice. So thank you for the comments. Let's get into some games that are coming out in the next week or so. In Soulstone Survivors, unveil secret spells, craft mighty weapons, unlock multiple characters, discover game-breaking synergies, and conquer the power of the void. Soulstone Survivors comes to the PC on November 7th. A Little to the Left is a cozy puzzle game that has you sort, stack, and organize household items into pleasing arrangements while you keep an eye out for a mischievous cat with an inclination for chaos. A Little to the Left comes out to the PC on November 8th. In search of the missing Chaos Emerald, Sonic becomes stranded on an ancient island teeming with unusual creatures. Battle hordes of powerful enemies as you explore a breathtaking world of action, adventure, and mystery in Sonic Frontiers, out on the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on November 8th. Return to Monkey Island is an unexpected, thrilling return of series creator Ron Gilbert that continues the story of the legendary adventure games. Return to Monkey Island comes out on the PS5 and Xbox Series X on November 8th. Sifu is the story of a young kung fu student on a path of revenge, hunting for the murderers of his family with only a unique mastery of kung fu and a mysterious pendant to prevail. Sifu is coming to the Switch on November 8th. From Santa Monica Studios comes the sequel to the critically acclaimed God of War 2018. Kratos and Atreus must journey to each of the 9 realms in search of answers as Asgardian forces prepare for a prophesized battle that will end the world. God of War Ragnarok hits the PS5 and PS4 on November 9th. Build your own bus depot from scratch and create your personal bus routes in City Bus Manager. That's a turn. Buy buses, maintain them, take care of your staff, and lead your bus company to become the #1 in town. City Bus Manager comes to the PC on November 10th. Can we do that God of War and City Bus Manager together? Dying Light 2 Stay Human Bloody Ties DLC set out for a new adventure where Aiden enters a blood sport tournament. Those are my favorite tournaments. Make tough choices as the plot for power and revenge reaches its tipping point. The fate of many is in your hands. Always seems to be in your hands. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Bloody Ties DLC hits the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on November 10th. Crossblades with Space Knights and Fabular Once Upon a Space Time. Battle, loot, and upgrade your way across the galaxy on a quest to save your kingdom from destruction. All these quests to save from destruction. What's going on with the world? Fabular Once Upon a Space Time hits on November 10th for the PC. In the Sega Saturn era-inspired 3D platformer Lunistis, take on the role of Hannah the Tanuki and jump and fight through her dreams. Lunistis comes out to the PC and Switch on November 10th. In Shadow of the Guild, you play as Yaren, an assassin with powerful skills of a mage and a warrior combined. Make stealth attacks, cast powerful spells, and destroy your enemies with combo attacks. Shadow of the Guild hits the PC on November 10th. Steel Rising has a DLC coming called Cagliostro's Secrets. In this new quest, you find yourself embroiled in a gripping story involving the King's agent, the Comte de Cagliostro. No one will return unscathed after exploring Hôpital Saint-Louis. Hôpital. Steel Rising Cagliostro's Secrets hits on November 10th for the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. Hidden Through Time is a cute game of hide and seek with objects scattered throughout the wonderful history of our world. Use cryptic hints to discover every secret as you explore colorful hand-drawn levels. Hidden Through Time Definitive Edition hits the PS4 and Switch on November 11th. Vampire Survivors is coming to Xbox consoles. Try to survive a cursed night and get as much gold as possible for the next survivor before death inevitably puts an end to your struggles. Vampire Survivors comes to the Xbox Series X and Xbox One on November 10th. Atari 50, the anniversary celebration, takes players on an interactive journey through 50 years of video games via interviews, documentary footage, design documents, and a curated list of more than 90 playable games. Atari 50, the anniversary celebration comes to the PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Switch on November 11th. Tactics Ogre, crown jewel of the tactical role-playing genre, is reborn! Yay! Based Based on the 2010 release, the game features improved graphics and sound, as well as updated game design, bringing to life a new Tactics Ogre that remains true to its roots, because you don't want to stray too far from that. Tactics Ogre Reborn comes to the PC, PS5, PS4, and Switch on November 11th. Valkyrie Elysium. Long ago, Ragnarok, the end times. We heard about that in God of War. Loomed upon the realms, 9 of them. The All-Father Odin, with the last of his strength, created an emissary of redemption, Valkyrie, her sole task being the salvation of a doomed world. Valkyrie Elysium comes to the PC on November 11th. That'll do it for this week's roundup. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget, November 12th, we're doing Extra Life here at Rooster Teeth, so come check that out. Just go to roosterteeth.com, watch our live stuff. We're doing Extra Life, raising money for kids. That's something I'm involved with. So, if you like me here, you'll probably like what's going on over there. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.